the world. It is always different, but it is always the same. In English, you would say, all climates are the same for love.
There it is, the Southern Cross.
The feature film tomorrow afternoon is How the West Was Won, with an all-star cast headed by John Wayne and Henry Fonda. That's at 1:25 tomorrow. On BBC2 now, The Sounds of Christmas, a concert of seasonal music. And here on One in a Minute, Jim will fix it.
Entertainment for Christmas Day on BBC1 at 6:35. Paul Daniels' Magical Christmas with guests Les Samurai and illusionist Pierre Drama.
You're gonna see a whole lot of magic.
At 7:15, High Jinks in Last of the Summer Wine.
Where's the mistletoe?
Mistletoe?
Come here.
At 7:45, more comedy in The Two Ronnies.
We were hoping to have interviewed the man who crossed a Venus flytrap with a zip fastener, but we've just heard that he's rather caught up in his work at the moment.
At 8:35, Dallas and it's Waterloo at South Fork.
I have the witnesses and the depositions to prove that you're a tramp, a drunk, and an unfit mother.
At 9:25, Loophole, film drama starring Albert Finney.
The pressure alarm inside the vault. You say it'll blow the second we walk in.
That's right.
Then what's the point if the police are swarming all over the place?
At 11:15, Parkinson on Comedy, a compilation of comedians.
On politics, I mean, did you have any political ambition yourself?
No, I've been asked to a couple of times, but the money's not right. No.
At 12:15, Christmas Night with The Spinners. Entertainment for Christmas night on BBC1.
Jesus Christ is
And now, here's Jimmy Savile.
A Merry Christmas, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a special edition of Jim will Fix It.
If you want to pick yourself a nice cup of tea or float on your back in the salty Dead Sea.
If you want to play blankety blank, or if you want to walk the plank,
If you want to kiss a blonde stone or ride a ghost train all alone.
Jim will fix.
Jim will fix it. He's gonna fix it. Jim will fix it.
He's gonna fix it.
Jim will fix it. He's gonna fix it. Jim will fix it. Jim will fix it. Jim will fix it.
Jim will fix it.
Jim will fix it. He's gonna fix it.
Really hope you're all having a super time. We're going to have a super time just now, and especially some lucky people. We got a letter from Oakridge, Chadsden in Derby, and it says, "Dear Jim, please can you fix it for me for the cows to come home? I keep asking Dad if I can go to Disneyland, and he says, when the cows come home. So can you fix it for me? Thank you very much indeed. Susan Kiley, P.S. I am 8 years old." Well, now then, Susan had forgotten all about that letter, you see, because it does take us a bit of time to get the letters in and sort them out, and being 8 years old, you've got other things to think about, so she'd forgotten all about it until one frosty morning.
Suzanne! Hey, Suzanne, quick! Quick, Suzanne, quickly! Hurry up! What's all that? What's this? What's happening? Crikey! Hey, look at the guy, look at the lawn! What do you think of all that, then? Do you know what it's about? I do. Do you remember that letter you wrote to Jim will Fix It all that time ago?
Dad, no.
Oh, yeah. You remember that, don't you? And you asked him if he can go to Disneyland. Yeah. And guess what? He said the car's long. He'd come home. And what I've got. Do you know what they are? Tickets. Tickets to go to Disneyland for you and me. And we're going to fly over. I'm going to see everybody over there. You see Mickey Mouse? Going to find a big jumbo jet. See all of those things over there that you always wanted to see. But look at those cows. What about that? Surprise you, has it? Yeah, I know he does. Lovely, gives a big kiss. That's lovely.
Welcome to California.
Thank you.
How was your flight?
It was a great flight.
Good.
We had a smashing trip, actually. It was very surprising. We flew over Greenland and nearly over the North Pole.
That must be
I think
fabulous.
he's tired it out.
Yeah, wore her out. Well, I'm sure you'd like to get a good night's rest, too.
Oh, we
Tomorrow
will.
we'll get a good fresh start and see plenty of new sights at Disneyland.
That's great. Yeah, thanks very much.
Good.
Thank you.
KNXC's radio time, 9:43. Civic Center temperature 74 degrees. In Hollywood, it is 75.
This is KNX News Radio 1070, your station for comprehensive sports reports twice each hour at 9:44 in sports. The World Boxing.
Here we are, love. This is going to be a big day. I don't know what's in there for us, but I tell you what, I think it's going to be a day of magic. Are you ready then? Yeah. Come on, let's go.
Together we'll be visiting a miniature world of fairy tales, recreated from some of Walt Disney's most famous motion pictures. Oh no, we've just been swallowed by Monstro, the very same whale that swallowed Pinocchio. Pinocchio built a fire that made Monstro sneeze. He sneezed so hard he blew his tail off, and that's how we enter Storybook Land. Just under this bridge is the old English village where Alice in Wonderland lives. Down near the water's edge is the old mill. On our left-hand side is the Casey Junior train station, and above our heads is the Skyway to Tomorrowland. This attraction offers an aerial view of Fantasyland and Tomorrowland. Have a good day in the Magic Kingdom.
Do you know how many ladies and gentlemen of all ages have written to us to try to go to Disneyland? Can you imagine how many? And you were the one that just was the right one because you wanted the cows to come home, and we had never been asked to take the cows home to anybody. Did they eat all the grass off your lawn?
Well, they ruined it.
Did they? But your daddy will have to make it right. Have you made it right yet, Daddy?
I think I've begun. It's going to take a year or so.
Watching that film makes us think that maybe you had even a better time than she did.
I think you're about right there. Yes. Yes, I think
Dr.
so.
Disney, 1,000 thanks for helping us with that wonderful thing. And you must... How many people do you make happy in a year?
In a year, Jim, about 12.4 million last year in Disneyland.
12.4 million? That is a lot of people, isn't it?
It's a lot of people.
And we must have had about 12.4 million letters.
I think you have.
And here was this young lady, and so pretty. What an export. If we could only export 12.4 million young ladies like this, nobody in Britain would ever have to work again. We could sit on cushions and eat strawberries and cream and everything. Well, first of all, I have here a special Disneyland-type Jimble Fix-It medal, and I think that I will pop this on your head right now in memory of a great time. Pleasure.
Smashing.
Do I think we have anything else for the young lady?
Yes, Jim, we brought a small souvenir of her trip. It's something she can keep forever.
Let's have a look at this. Let's show it to the ladies and gentlemen. A bendy Mickey Mouse. Wow, that does all sorts of things. Isn't that unbelievable? Yeah, well, you are at least are bigger than that, aren't you? There you go. Wow. Such a start to Christmas, yeah? Right. Now then, a letter from Rubery, Birmingham. Dear Jim, I am 8 years old, and last June I passed my grade 3 tap dancing exam with honours. I would very much like to dance a tap routine with one of television's dance groups. Can you please fix it for me? I enclose a cutting about me from the local newspaper from Joy Murray. Well, now then, there's a picture of Joy in the local paper, and we asked Nigel Lithgow if he would get a special top troupe to dance like this. This tap dancing star. Gentlemen, does the team think that she is brilliant?
Oh, yes.
Does the team think that she will be a great dancer when she chooses to be one?
Yes.
Right. Which one of you gentlemen has been chosen to present her with her Jim'll Fix-It badge? You. We were taking bets all day which one this young lady would prefer to hand her badge, and she has chosen the good-looking one. Because they're all good-looking. Would you do the honours, sir? Right. Now, then. Beautiful. Beautiful. Lovely dancing there. Lovely dancing there. Now, then. Oh, good heavens, yes. Angel's wings. What's next? the Slade School, Tunbridge, Kent. Dear Jim will fix it. Please can you fix it for us to have some new wings for our nativity? Because all of the years the wings have been hurting people's shoulders and falling off people and falling to one side, and they slip off. Love, Christopher Parker. So we sent our team of Jim will fix it investigators to see exactly what the problem was.
These hills are so lovely. Look at the big cedar trees. Spring is such a lovely time. The angel Gabriel was sent to Nazareth to a girl named Mary. Greetings, Mary. God is with you. Oh, who are you? What do you mean? Do not be afraid, Mary. You're going to have God's son. But I am going to marry Joseph, the carpenter. That may be so, but God has chosen you to be his son because God is pleased with you. The baby is to be called Jesus. Your cousin Elizabeth is to have a son as well in September. I am God's servant. Let it happen as God has planned. I am surprised. Elizabeth is to have a son. I must go and visit Elizabeth. How lovely for Zachariah and Elizabeth. I expect they'll need a lot of help for a while, and it will be lovely to see them again. Hello, Joseph. It is lovely to be home. Elizabeth's baby is beautiful. It is good to see you home, Mary. Joseph, before I went away, an angel came and said to me God was pleased with me. Oh, Mary, don't talk nonsense. You're only a peasant girl. Why should God be pleased with you? I don't know, Joseph, but he said I was going to have God's son. Oh, nonsense, Mary. Come along now. Stop being stupid. Help me pack my tools away. We can't spend time talking rubbish. Mary is quite right, Joseph. She is going to have God's son because God is pleased with her. You must look after them. The baby is to be called Jesus. Mary, that was an angel. Jesus will be God's son.
Here is scene 2 with the new Jim will fix it wings.
Now in the same district there were shepherds keeping watch over their flocks. What a still night. I've never seen such a clear sky. Look at that beautiful star up there. Where did that come from? I don't know. I never saw it before tonight. A strange night. Yes, you do not think something amazing was going to happen. Something rare and wonderful. Well, whatever it is, I'm hungry. The sheep all right? It's a bit chilly. Can't you hear anything? Oh, come on, Judah, you'll give me the creep. Look, I'll build up a fire. Come and have some figs. I'm coming, but I'm sure it's getting lighter. Do not be afraid, shepherds. I bring good news tonight. In Bethlehem, a Saviour has been born. You'll find the baby wrapped in swaddling clothes and lying in the manger. People sheep and go and worship him. The star will lead you.
Well now then. Look here. First of all, which of you is Mr. Swaddling Clothes? You. You must say it one more time for me. Say it one more time.
Swaddling.
Yeah, you're quite right. I must shake you by the hand for that wonderful display. Marvellous, marvellous. Now, this here Jim will fix it badge, you'll see, because there were so many of you, you will have to have this ribbon round all your heads, as many as will go, because this belongs to you, and you have to take it back to your school, and we think that your new wings are marvellous. We think you're What is this here? What have you got in your hand? Wait. Hang on, ladies and gentlemen. Hang on before that round of applause. I'm in receipt of a present, a beautiful badge. What is it for?
Because you gave us yours.
Oh, so you're giving me a badge. That's very kind of you. Thank you very much indeed. That's most kind of you. Oh, dear. Very good. A badge for my tracksuit. Wow. Yes, sirree. Yes, so incidentally, ladies and gentlemen, Merry Christmas to you from Crew 17 that are looking after us today, and all the BBC technicians engaged on today's affair. Now then, we start our new run of Jim Will Fix It as from now, and we have got some spectacular things lined up for you. So if you miss any of the Jim Will Fix It's, you're missing two things. First of all, you're missing something very unique that happens to people, and second of all, you're missing the chance to see how many people really enjoy themselves when they're lucky enough to have had one of their letters pulled out. So what we'll do, we'll just show you 2 or 3 things that we've got coming up for the new run, like now.
Where are we going?
Just across. Charles Dunn fulfills an ambition he's had since childhood.
Right, we're going across the road then.
Why?
Well, you see, I'm earning my bronze arrow for the Cub Scouts.
You're a big boy for that, aren't you?
No, anybody can do it. Anybody can do it.
Well, I don't want to go across the road.
Why is that?
I live over there.
See 11-year-old Martin Killick from Mansfield conduct his own cattle auction.
Very good pair of boots, well
We
done.
fix it for Andrew Sutcliffe to get smartened up by the guards.
Good turnout. Pull your shoulders back.
Come on, your right shoulder, that's it. You're raising your right shoulder.
Where did he come from? What is this, Sir Major? He is very, very scruffy indeed.
Again, one of the new drafts, I believe.
You'll gasp as Suzanne Thomas dangles from a helicopter and Richard Dawson goes to work by bed. Will Nicola Mace's Chihuahua make it as a guard dog? What will happen when Hilary Nichols drives off the end of the jetty?
Go!
So don't... if you want to see what happens, you have to keep your eyes on Jim Will Fix It, because of all the runs we've done, we've got some really super spectacular things lined up. Now, we got a letter from Rainford, Merseyside. Dear Jim, last year when my daughter Nicola, who was 6 years old, went to see Father Christmas, she asked him if she could be one of his fairy helpers and was told she could be this year. But unless you can fix it for her, she is going to be very disappointed. Yours faithfully, R. Smith, Mrs. Well, we can't go around disappointing young ladies like that if it's at all possible. So, if she wants to be a helper, how about it right now?
Merry Christmas! And a Merry Christmas to you, too. Now, I've come to find one little girl. Her name is Nicola. Where's Nicola? Hello, Nicola. Merry Christmas to you. Now, if you come and sit on my knee, I understand you wrote to Jim and you said you'd like to hand out some Christmas presents. There, you look like the fairy on the Christmas tree. Now, I've got a big sack of presents here, and I want you to help me. It's quite easy. The red ones go to the girls, and the blue ones go to the boys. Now, just hand them round behind you. Blue ones for the boys, pass them back. There's a red one, and another red one. 2 girls. Oh, there's one in here that says, to Jim. Where's Jim?
What?
A present for Jim.
Do I hear my name called?
You do indeed. Look.
I cannot imagine...
Nicola has a present for you.
Never. No. Well, bless you. A Merry Christmas to you, Nicola, as well. What do I do with... What is this for?
That's for dusting your OB-EJ.
Oh, isn't that? That's very, very nice. Do you know that being a single gentleman, this is probably the only Christmas present I get all Christmas? Seeing as you've been so nice, my sweetheart, we have got here for you a special Christmas-type Jim'll Fix-It badge to go over your head.
There. Well done, Nicola. Well done. And I brought you a present, too. All the way from the North Pole, I brought you a big present. There. That's for you, Nicola. That's for you. Merry Christmas, everyone!
Ho, 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 ho. Right. Dusting. You don't do any dusting. Listen, for this one, I'm quite prepared to get out of my chair and go and sit somewhere else, because we get a letter from Harrow in Middlesex. Dear Jim, I am the warden in a block of flats for the elderly, and we have one very lovely lady who will be 105 years old on August the 21st. I have, at this time of writing, asked a friend to do the flowers, which will be given to her from everyone in the flats. But her one wish is to see the sea and have lunch at a hotel along the front. But to be back in time to have tea with the other friends and tenants that live here. I will arrange to do the tea if you could help me with the seaside trip. Many thanks, G. Messeder. Listen, 105. Oh, a young lady, 105, anything.
I always read my stars every day.
Do you?
A paper, yeah.
And do you believe in them?
No, of course I don't. They tell me I'm going to be married sometime.
And do you want to be?
Oh, yeah.
You remember that man? He was 100 and he went to a party.
Yes.
He made a fuss of you,
I
didn't he?
stand beside him, yes, he was 100.
And then the poor fella passed
I haven't
on.
seen him since. My age would be about 72, wouldn't he?
Fred?
We're about 72 now.
And what's your other son's names?
Leonard, he's 68, and the other one's only 58.
And how long have you been a widow?
Oh, about 30 years or more.
And what about your grandchildren? You've got grandchildren?
Yes, I've got three grandsons, 2 granddaughters, and 2 great-grandchildren.
You know when you left school?
Yeah.
What did you go to work as?
I went as a nursemaid, out to a baby. I used to go out all day long with a baby in a pram.
Where was that?
Stamford Hill, North London, didn't you? North London. Then I went and I went with somebody else, and then I went back again there after.
Did you?
And then I got married from there, you see.
Hey, that was a good one.
That's a big one.
Now, you know where you're going from here?
No.
Stand still just a little second. This is your birthday surprise.
Yeah.
And this is Jim'll Fix-It, which he's done.
Yeah.
And you are now going to lunch with the mayor and the mayoress.
Oh.
Yes. All right? No, you didn't do so bad, did you?
I'm honoured,
Aren't you honoured? You really are. And don't you deserve it? No?
I don't know, what have I done to deserve it?
What do you think you've done to deserve it? Eh?
Anything at all.
Have a super day.
Hello, Martha. Very nice to see you here. Greetings. Welcome to Thursday. Here's a Lady Mayoress. And you too, Paul. Why not come in and have something to eat? All right? Come and have lunch. All right?
No, I've never been in the water.
Never been in the water? Have you been in the water at all?
I never would. They used to threaten to throw me in because I wouldn't go, but I would never go. I never saw the seaside. I think I must have been about 15 before I ever saw the sea.
Were you? Did you go for school parties in the old days? To the seaside?
Break rides, you know.
Break rides.
Horse breaks, I don't know whether you know.
Yeah. And what did they call the coaches? Charabangs, didn't they?
Oh, yes,
charabangs, that's right. Which colour do you like best?
Blue.
A blue. And you're going to have a blue dress for your birthday tomorrow, aren't you?
Yes, well, if you're old, it's no reason to look shabby, is it?
You're right. Well done, well done.
A pretty girl is like a melody that haunts.
How much wages did you get?
Oh, no, when I first went, you only got about £1 a year.
And you had to live on that?
Oh, no, you had to keep.
Oh, you were in service?
Yes.
Yes. And how about when you got married?
When I got married, my husband he used to go on the P&O boats. Do you know the P&O boat? He used to go on those as a steward. He was a steward on the boat.
You'll have a nice suntan tomorrow.
Sometimes on my boat.
And how much did he earn?
Not much. I had 15 shillings a week when he was away, that's all. That's supposed to be half pay.
Oh.
That's all I had to live on, 15 shillings a week, 6 shillings rent out of that. So I didn't get very fat, you bet.
What happened when your husband come off the line?
Oh, well, he brought money home when he come, you see. See, you only get a bit of it while they're away.
Yes.
They bring the money home when they come. Well, then he went on the buses when he got
Oh, did he?
Stopped going to sea and got on the buses.
Yes.
He was on the buses for 32 years.
Oh.
And the largest wage he ever took was £4.11. That wouldn't go far now, would it? That's the largest wage he ever took.
What about today?
Oh, well, I think men get too much now, but they didn't get before. I think men are greedy now, they're never satisfied. They get some, they keep striking for more. People say they can't live. You can live on a little. I never got into debt. I never owed anyone a penny. I never did. Thank you all very much for giving me such a nice day.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've got one more surprise for Mrs. Cole. But today, I'll call her Martha, because I am allowed. Which I will now do, and it will be done by Miss Barbara Shelley.
Mrs. Cole, this is a telegram that's come for you. It's a rather important one, so maybe your son would help you open it, and then maybe you would read it out to us, because we're all very excited to know what's in it.
Well, I haven't got my glasses on.
I'm much interested from...
Shall I read it for you?
From Buckingham Palace, yeah.
Oh, it's Mrs. Martha Jane Cole. I am much interested to hear that you are celebrating your 105th birthday and send you my warm congratulations and good wishes on reaching this remarkable age, and it's signed Elizabeth R. That's from the Queen.
I've never had one like that.
Isn't that wonderful? What do you say about that, Mrs. Cole?
That's clever. Well, how did she know? Let her know.
Ah, well. What was it you said to me earlier when you had all the presents and you were sitting there smiling? Well, who did you say you felt like?
Di Spencer.
That's right. I'm sure the Princess of Wales would be very proud to hear you say that. Look, let's put it on so you can see it.
Thank you.
Martha, my darling, thank you for coming to see us. Have you ever been on the television before?
No.
Never?
No, not that I know of.
Do you watch the television sometimes?
Oh, I watch it every night.
Do you? And you read all the newspapers and
That's
things?
the only comfort I've got, because I can't go out. And
Why not? Haven't you got anybody to take you?
I haven't. Well, I'll go occasionally if
Really?
anyone takes me. I can't go out alone, you see.
Well, I'm a single fella.
You want a job?
Well, I mean, it all depends. I mean, are you spoken for? You're not spoken for, eh?
No, not yet.
And Mina, I'll see you after the show, because we've got one or two things to do, you see. First of all, I've got to... Listen, at 105, do you get any special aches and pains at 105?
No, I get very tired easily.
Yeah? Yeah? Do you remember Queen Victoria?
Oh, of course I do.
Really?
I saw her quite close, riding in a small car. She's a very stout person.
Was she? Not lovely and slim like you?
Yeah, she's very stout.
Right, well now then. You know that I said to you that I was a single chap, you see? Well, I don't know. Can you recognise what that is?
Yes, mistletoe.
Oh. Have you got any idea why I'm holding this like this?
No.
No?
I have a faint idea. I don't know.
Oh. Well, if I was just to get a bit nearer like that and go like
that's
that,
right.
what would I...
Oh, yes.
Oh, my goodness gracious, my Christmas kiss. That's number one. Now then, number two, some very nice gentlemen, two young gentlemen, brought me a very beautiful Christmas cake, you see. Now, I just got this great idea that how about that I give you this Christmas cake to take back to the ladies so you could have it for tea tomorrow.
Oh, that'd be lovely.
Jim will fix it Christmas cake, OK. Just came to me, that thought just came to me there. And third of all, I've got to do this, which is a very special thing called a Jim will fix it badge, you see. And all the young ladies and gentlemen that come on here, we give them a special badge and we hang it round their neck, so I'd like to do that just now, like this. And another thing that I promised to do was to make it that you could give a wave on the television to your granddaughter and your great-grandson, OK? So if you wave to that camera over there, just give them a wave on the camera over there with your hand like that, and then they can see you at home then. All right? Give them a wave.
I can't see them.
No, you give the camera the wave. That's right. Just wave your hand. There you go. Right. Because I kidded to you a little bit, because we've actually got them here to see you. So come in, granddaughter and great-grandson. How about that? Hey, come along here. Come along here. Come along there. There we are. Now then, answer me one question before we go, and that is this. Have you enjoyed yourself?
Yes, very much.
On TV?
Yes.
Did you enjoy the day out?
Yes.
Did you have a good sing?
Oh, that was a lovely day, yes.
Was it?
Very
We
lovely.
heard you talking about that gentleman that fancied you that was 100. And you said you'd never seen him since.
No.
And your friend says no, because he passed on, unfortunately.
No.
Well, bless my soul. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, do we think that Martha is fantastic? Yes. Yes. Marvellous. Listen, look, at 105, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We can't top that. All we can say to you is we hope you're having a super Christmas. God bless. We'll see you for some really great fix-its from now on.
Your letter was only the start of it. It's getting better, and now you're a part of it. You can do it. Jim has fixed it for you, and you, and you, and you.
And Jimmy Savile begins a new series on BBC1 a week tomorrow.
The one thing that you always wanted to, now you've done it. Jim has fixed it for you.
BBC2 in 10 minutes, the Queen's Christmas message is being shown again with subtitles for the hard of hearing. And on 1, after the news, Paul Daniels' Magical Christmas. It's 6:25.
A Christmas candle-lit vigil for Poland, one of many held around the world to show the deep concern felt for the beleaguered Polish people. It's an austere Christmas for the inhabitants of Poland after nearly 2 weeks under martial law. The military government complied with an agreement won last year by the now suspended Solidarity Free Trade Union and allowed the broadcasting of Christmas church services. In his message, the Polish Archbishop, Joseph Glemp, said he shared the anxieties, fear and pain of Polish families, and he shared a fundamental wish for an end to martial law. The military leader, General Jaruzelski, in a surprisingly conciliatory broadcast, had sought to assure his listeners that martial law would not remain in force any longer than was necessary. Warsaw Radio has been broadcasting emotional appeals from the wives and families of miners to end their occupation of a coal mine near Katowice. The radio says more than 1,200 men are still continuing their underground sit-in. But it reports the big steelworks at Katowice back in production today and that distribution of food goes on despite the holiday.